Hello YouTube, it's William. Welcome to another video on the Woodsman's concept grind. Like I mentioned in several videos before, I had several different designs in mind for different scenarios that a Woodsman may end up in. And this is one of them. This is a concept knife, and hence it has the double logo stamp. Okay, now this one's made out of 3/16 01 tool steel. Blade on this one is right at 7. I'll get the specs and I'll put them on there, but it's about 7 inches, so I'll put the specs up on the screen. It has a horse mat handle, dual grip, so you can grip it in 2 different locations. Actually 3 if you want to count the Leuku style grip. Has an extended pommel for scraping spoons and doing all the things that John from Wingman 115 has suggested. He suggested it to me several weeks ago, so I thought it was a pretty good concept. And the reason this knife is here is because my thought process is a stranded woodsman. Okay, so you was out somewhere and you became stranded for whatever reason. Your truck broke down, boat sunk, your pickup did not arrive, just a lot of things that could happen to a woodsman. You can be the most prepared person in the world. Things happen, okay? So that's what this knife, the design, came from. Alright, and just to kind of give you an idea of its capabilities. I mean, shelter building. It makes short work of just about anything on shelter building. It's large enough that you could use it as a draw knife, make a quick survival bow if needed. It's got plenty of room for you to grab it right here. And of course this area here is about 2 inches, so it's a good width for a survival bow. And just a concept knife. I want to give you guys a brief look at it, and so that you guys can see kind of where my thought process is going at this point. Because I do know that, I mean, I still look forward to other reviewers' comments and things like that, but the more I use this knife, this design, this grind, the more I'm sold that this is a very useful grind in many applications. Okay, the point is not as sharp as a lot of points is, and that's because in a survival, and I hate the term survival, because if you're a true woodsman, then you're thriving. I mean, you're in your element. But when the point is blunt, but yet it still is enough there to get your bow drill divots, things like that. Because you want a strong point in a self-reliant situation. You want as strong a point as possible. Sometimes those needle point knives are just they're a weakness waiting to be a problem. So, but you also have this narrow part here that you can do those trap triggers very easily. Just in a matter of seconds. Those figure fours and all that. That broke. Processing firewood. Of course, it's 3/16 01 tool steel, so batoning is not an issue, but it's also dropped low enough that you can get in there and use it as a very efficient wood processing tool. And you already seen how well it does feather sticks. I left the back of it rounded so that if you needed to round off arrow shafts or whatever you need to do, fluff up some tinder. See how that's working on the tinder? And now you have a rounded corner there. Just pretend that this may be a bow drill spindle, or it could be a arrow shaft. It could be the beginning of a spear. I mean, there's just a lot of reasons why you would want a rounded shaft. But you can get back up here on the back part of it and just really use it like a hand axe, really. I mean, if you got caught in the woods and lost your paddles, you can make a makeshift paddle with this knife very easily in a short period of time. Okay. The uses for this knife is unlimited. I mean, it's if you want to call it a survival knife, we can call it a survival knife. If you want to call it a Woodsman's companion, whatever you want to call it. But I think the name of something like this or along this concept is going to be called the Stranded Woodsman, okay? Because it does have the Woodsman's grind. It has a Scandi at this point, and then it blends into a saber. The actual sharpened edge is the 11 to 12 degree edge, okay? So it's one edge to sharpen, just like all the other knives, okay? So I think this grind really shines when you get into the thicker steels. It's good on the 1/8 inch steel. It's excellent on 5/32, but when you start getting into 3/16 and 1/4 inch, oh man, it just makes that thicker blade that much more useful. I mean, how many large knives can you hold just like you would a small knife, and get in there and do those curve cuts, those arrow notches like that? I mean, just it handles like a 3 or 4 inch blade, but yet when you need it to be a big blade, it's there. So that is where the design is headed toward now. Is you've seen my my version of a trapper or a hunter version with a full flat on this portion and a different design. This is a little bit different design for Stranded Hunter or Stranded Woodsman. Okay, so let me know what you guys think about this. I just love using it. I mean, it's just so much fun. Price point, I don't know. Send me an email, williamcollins@wcknives.com, if you want to order one. I mean, we're looking at probably one like this with a Kydex sleeve and a cross draw Kydex slot on the back, with horse mat handles and 1/4-inch brass stainless steel pins. Around the 340, 350 range. It's a lot of steel, a lot of work. But anyway, if you want one, send me a email, williamcollins@wcknives.com, and we can talk about it. Wait time is a year. I'm fully booked for a year. So folks, if that's the way it is, and I'm thankful, appreciate it. You guys are fantastic. I'm just truly humble, really. But anyway, appreciate your support, all your views, your comments, your I haven't said this in a while, but it just amazes me how far this channel has grown, and my little shop has grown. I mean, it's just amazing. But anyway, until the next one, you guys get in the backyard, go whittle on a stick. If you do, take a child with you if you have the opportunity. And you're going to need lots of band-aids and plenty of knives, or plenty of band-aids and lots of knives. We'll talk to you later.